Okay, it's just a couple minutes early for this pop-up, but that's okay, ain't it? See if I got it set. Remute it. There, now it's muted. Alright, where'd that part go? Okay, I've just got some binding to do here. Drop the end of my binding in the floor. Have to get up to get it. Might not be decent if I bent over the other way. All right, I'm going to put this on here and see if anybody wants to come in and chat for just a few minutes. I'm kind of dragging. I'm kind of tired, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. I might go home and take a nap here in a few minutes. But I've got the binding made, so I'm going to sew it on here. I'm not going to sew it because I'm going to send it and Cheryl's going to sew it. Hey, Linda. Hello. Rita, got my house chores done. Now I'm cooking dinner and have to iron my uniforms and then I can sew. So you are going to get to sew some today. I had these paying jobs, so I've been working on these paying jobs. So that's kind of the reason I've been sewing today, because I want to get them in the mail tomorrow. Hello, Gladys. How are you today, Gladys? Get me a tail there on my binding. Reckon that's enough. That's probably enough. And Carol Seymour, how are you today? Yeah, I was talking to Sheryl this morning, and she said, are you going to go live this afternoon? And so I decided I would. I think there's stuff in this fabric that tickles my throat sometimes. If I go to slinging them around. Get everything ready here. Up there's Sheryl. Sheryl, I was just talking about you. I just told them I was going to put this on there, but then I'm going to send it to you without it being done. But it'll be part of the way done. I've got it all trimmed. I'm going to sew it on here for you. And then I'll put it in a box and get it ready to send to you. A bit further, and I'm going to look at it. And I posted the link. Somebody wants to come up and chat in person. Let me look at it. I think that'll work. I think that'll work good. Now, go around this quilt. These quilts that Sheryl sent me are monsters. They're huge. They're giant quilts. Sheryl, do you have a king size bed? Because these are big. You know how big they are. And the other one, the Drunkard's Path, I've just got it pinned in, but I hadn't got it started. I may not start on it today. Your ears were burning. All right, that's I'm going to sew it on there for you, and then I'm going to put it in the box. Hopefully I'll get it in the mail tomorrow. That's my plan. That's my goal. No, ma'am, you're full size. Your grandma's old iron bed. This quilt here will cover it big then. Let's see. I've got an old iron bedstead down at the house. I think it has been in the family for a long time too. Just a full size. Hey, Kim Burris. Get to this corner. Get my miter made. Move back a stitch. Cheryl's saying hi to all y'all. Y'all are reading the chat. I don't have to read it because I'm sure you're reading it. Hello, Jane Martin. We got a rain today. A little over an inch of rain, which we were thankful for because it was getting dry. Pull this. I'll put this on this other side. Look how long that is. I'll put it on this other side. Jane, is pouring rain here too, but you didn't need it. We needed it. Kim's got rain on the way. Yeah, continued prayers for Kim. And I tell you, my little grandsons start back to school tomorrow, so keep the little kids that started back to school in your prayers. I always worry about them. Hello, Miss Misha. You got home and it's storming. Hello, Nancy. I don't have much of a garden, Sheryl, but Terry had worked out the peas that he had planted, so they were needing the rain. And hello, Carlotta. Carlotta, did you get some rain today too? 'Cause we did. The 19th. Well, my three grandsons start back in the morning. Seems like it was a short summer. Hello, Don's Quilting Life. Better pay attention to what I'm doing. I'll mess up on Cheryl's quilt. So you got a little and there's more on the way. It's slowed down here. I think it stopped here now. I've got the doors open. Started raining pretty early this morning and rained today. Terry had a sandwich for lunch. because I told him I had to get back up here and work on Sheryl's quilt. I'm going to blame Sheryl because Terry didn't have much to eat today. He was working on her stuff. Oh, yeah, I bet Nan Nancy's going to get some of this rain too, if you haven't already. Let's see, Kim, according to the forecast, we have rain through Thursday, but I'm not complaining. No, I'm not going to complain about rain in August. I'm teasing you, Sheryl. We have to blame somebody else for all our problems, though, don't we? Isn't that what some people do? All the time blame somebody else? We need to own it, don't we? Wasn't Misha. Misha didn't do it. Did y'all see Misha's piano song this morning? I did. Y'all need to go watch Misha play the piano every Sunday morning. She puts out a video with her playing the piano. And they're usually, most of the time, they're the older church hymns. And you know what? I sing with them. And this morning, what was it? We Shall See the King. That's what it was this morning, wasn't it, Misha? Y'all know that one? We shall see the King. We shall see the King. Y'all probably know it, but I'm not going to sing for you right now. All right, I got to a corner, so I'm going to take it out, fold it back, and turn it. Go down the other side. Get it lined up. So maybe when it's finished, it looks like a miter. And Misha can just imagine me singing along. And well, Kim, I would have thought you was already subscribed to Misha. Misha's been around here with us for a long time. I'm not the best person to share out channels, but I know what channels I enjoy. How many things can I do at once? Not very many. I tell you what, when I get done here, I think I may go take me a nap. Do I deserve a Sunday afternoon nap? I think I deserve one. I was here when Miss Rita stopped making videos, and then I came back. I made 2 or 3 videos, and I thought I was embarrassed by them, so I quit making them. And then all of a sudden, a couple years ago, I decided I would come back. And I did. I come back. And I don't put much effort into making my videos. What you see is what you get. Oh, and Sheryl. Yeah, I deserve a nap. Sheryl, subscribe to you. And Misha does a devotional on Thursdays and the piano music on Sunday mornings. Misha, why don't you come up here just for a little bit and let them see you? You could do that just for a little bit. a reality show. That's what it feels like sometimes. I just share my crazy, simple life with you. Whatever it is, it is. Because it's too hard to make it up. You just have to. I don't make it up. And I have my good days and my bad days. Some days I'm just real easy to get along with, and another day I may not be so easy to get along with. Catch me in the wrong mood. But most of the time I think I'm pretty good. I try. But don't try me, though. I said, people treat me right. I like to treat them right. There's Misha.
Hello.
See? Yeah, now you guys that don't know Misha, there she is.
Hello, everyone.
So I'm gonna let you talk to him. You talk to him, and I'll work on this. If I get too loud, just tell me to mute myself. All right?
Not echoing, am I?
Sounds good to me.
I'm working on a puzzle again.
I'm afraid to start one because I know I'd get obsessed with it because I like working on them. But when you start them, you got to feel like you have to work on them.
It can become addictive sometimes.
Yes, they do.
Yep. So it just started storming a little bit here, but it's not much, so we'll take it.
Okay. Yeah. I said we got rain today, and there was one. I went out on the refrigerator on the porch early this morning, and I saw this flash. Now we didn't have a whole lot of thunder and lightning, but that one flash and one loud boom. It was loud, but then there wasn't any more thunder or lightning other than that one. But made me jump and run back in the house real quick.
Yeah, I don't like those loud ones either.
It was loud. Yeah. One time, several years ago, there was a kind of a little storm coming up, and Terry was back on the back side of the place, and he was shutting the gate because he dumped some feed out to some goats back there, and he had a hold of the fence, and it lightened, probably a half a mile or further away, but somehow it run underground and through that fence, and it jolted him pretty good. He said it felt like he'd been hit with a hammer, and he was a long way away from it, but he had a hold of that metal and stuff, and it got him. It could have been, even that was quite a distance, but it kind of scary.
Yeah, that must have gave him a big jolt.
So even so nowadays he's just a little bit more careful if there's a storm and he's having to open a metal gate or something.
Oh yeah. There's a guy that's about half an hour away from us. He got struck twice in the same town. I'm like, oh no.
I wouldn't want to be standing next to him.
I wouldn't want to be living in the same house.
No. No. Well, Terry went this morning during that boom. He heard that big boom too. And he said he went to check the cows, and he said he was under an oak tree back there, and he got out from under that oak tree real quick.
Yeah, you don't want to stand under trees.
I guess he would stop the side by side there, and he said, I decided I'd move. So it was when he got back, I said, did you hear that? Of course he had. Of course he had. Anybody around would have heard it, but
yeah. 'tis the season. We're going to start getting probably some tornado weather soon, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing too bad.
Yeah, spring tornadoes, and then another season in the fall that the tornadoes.
Yep. Yeah, the kids go back to school here this week too. They start on Tuesday.
Okay, they go back in the morning here, and some of the other schools have already started though.
Yeah. They're starting early this year.
Yeah. I was gonna let you talk, and I keep interrupting. Don't I?
That's okay. Deb's here. Hi, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
And my husband, he was playing pickleball yesterday like he usually does, and he hurt his calf muscle, so
Oh.
he's not doing too good.
Hmm. And I don't know how old you and your husband are, but I'm telling you, the older you get, the easier it is to hurt yourself.
I know. We were in church, and he was actually playing pickleball with my pastor yesterday, and he made the announcement at church, and I said, "Oh, he's just getting old. That's all." And my pastor said, "Yeah, that's his compassionate wife over there."
Uh-huh. Yeah. You know, Terry was doing some stuff for me a few minutes ago. He'd come up and measured for some more shelves, and then he said, "I'm just hurting all over." And he does have a lot of problems anymore, but it's been rainy today, so the weather is acting up his arthritis or whatever, making him feel worse. You get old enough, the weather makes you hurt worse.
Well, praise the Lord, I'm not there yet.
Well, me either. I mean, not that part of it, but I'm old. But the weather don't affect me like it does him. No.
Those men, they work hard all their years.
Yes, they do.
I'm going to turn on my light because I got bad lighting. So 1 second.
Okay.
It's still very red. I don't know.
But we can see your face better though.
Okay.
You're not that red.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, Sheryl, did you see that? I made another corner. I don't know how many that is, but I'm coming along.
So how many grandkids do you have, Miss Rita?
I've got five, 3 grandsons and 2 little granddaughters.
Okay.
So I've got 5.
They keep you busy, huh?
They do. And don't ask me their ages. They ought to still be little, but they're not. You don't have any yet. You wait till you got a bunch and you try to remember their ages. And the oldest one's 16, and I guess the little one's a year old.
Oh, wow. You know, I wish I would have thought about it when I was going down to Harrisonville, because I think I would have passed close to you, but I didn't think about it when I was on the way.
Okay. Harrisonville.
Yeah, I think so. It's above, well, it's below Branson.
Okay. But I'm down almost to the Arkansas River, so I'm almost down to I'm central Arkansas. So you would
Are
have to
you
you would have
northwest?
well no, it's more mine's more west central.
Oh,
Not so I'm not really northwest. It's west central. I'm in the foothills of the Ozarks.
okay. Yeah, I got to meet 6 people on that trip from YouTube, so it was really fun.
Wow. Yeah. See, I've had some come by here from YouTube. Sheila Gage came, and Kathy Waits, and Brenda Green, and then there was another woman. Now I've forgotten her name because she called me and said she'd watched me on YouTube and wanted to come and shop at the little store, and she came. Now I went blank on her name, but
It'll come to you.
oh.
I am in northern Kansas, Sheryl. For now. We'll see if I stay here because my family's in Pennsylvania. So I'm a long way from home.
Well, do your husband have family there? Is that why you? No, family. Just
We're here because of Uncle Sam, but if we can move eventually, we might. I'm just praying that the Lord directs our paths because my 2 sons are in Denver, so I'm split between my sons and my family.
Yeah. Which way would you pick? Would you go to Denver or Pennsylvania?
I really do not want to live in Colorado with the politics, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
And we won't get into politics, even though we probably could. We won't. We could, but
Yeah, no.
you know.
Nadama? I'm not sure where that is.
I don't know.
Have you kept count of how many quilts you've made?
No, I haven't.
Probably hundreds.
It's been a few. Yeah. It's been a few, and then sometimes I'll go a long time and won't make any, and then I'll get busy and make a bunch of them.
Well, that is really coincidental, Kim, that you were in Kansas and Denver also.
Huh.
We did have nice 70s weather this last week, but now it's supposed to get up to 90 again this week. So I was considering decorating for fall already, but I don't know if I want to do it in 90 degrees.
Oh, just stay in with the air on. Don't go out. Well, but you decorate inside too. You decorate inside and outside both, don't you?
Yeah. I think you're working on Cheryl's quilt, right?
I am. Sewing this binding onto Cheryl's quilt that I quilted for her. And I
Okay.
don't usually do this part, but she sent extra money, so I'm putting this part on there.
Oh.
It's not my job description, but since she sent extra,
So
and
we
I
can
like to tease Sheryl because she teases me, but I don't know, but I may have to go cut another strip. And I cut 9 pieces, and I think I'm going to run short. I told her this thing was too big.
That's interesting, Kim, because my son sent me an update like 2 weeks ago, and they had the worst air quality in Denver than the entire nation. So it's not very good breathing conditions out there now.
Hmm. Well, was it last week that Sahara dust was across the country, or was that the week before?
Yeah, and Oregon's been having a lot of fires, and the smoke's been filtering over there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cheryl just trying to butter me up. So Cheryl, you're just saying that so I'll quit griping about this quilt. And I'm not griping about it, not really.
Yeah, you would think with all the nice trees out in Colorado, the air quality would be better, but it's terrible.
Hmm. And I see Nancy. Hello, Nancy, from our treasured home.
Hi, Nancy. How are you doing today? And I was going to stop and see her on my way home from Pennsylvania. And the next day she had to go to the hospital. So I'm glad that I wasn't able to because she probably needed the rest.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She had a pretty bad medical scare though with
Yeah,
those blood clots. But y'all have met once before, haven't you? You and Nancy?
Last year I stopped on my way home, and I was going to this year, but a lady that I went to church with, she lives not far from Nancy actually, and we stopped to get dinner. And she's been going through a rough time, separation, and just a lot of stuff. So I figured it would be better, if we just talked alone.
Yeah.
Because the same thing happened when I went to Arkansas last time, and I stopped to see another YouTuber, Bud. He used to be a preacher, but he went to the hospital the next day after we had dinner. So I'm like, oh no,
Oh.
everywhere I go.
Maybe you better not come see me.
I won't do that to you.
Oh. And Charlotta's waiting on her perfect pieces. I've got to get back to work on that. Perfect pieces is that cross one that we're doing. Have you seen it in the background? Misha, do you sew any at all?
Only like clothes. I mean, I did sew my son, like one time he went to a Comic-Con thing and I sewed his whole, like he wanted to be this anime character, so I sewed his whole like outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always wanted to do a quilt, but I've never done it yet. So
Well, I bet you could.
one of these days, I hope to.
I don't know. That's awful. That's awful close. The end of the binding. I may
Yeah.
have to, I may have to go cut one more. I'm not sure yet.
Hi, Jay Mary. How are you?
Hey, J. Mary.
Yeah, that was funny when I went to Lancaster. I saw the same puzzle that I ordered from you, and they had a whole bunch more like it.
Did you buy any puzzles there?
No,
No.
I didn't, but I did. My mother and I went to a thrift shop, and I had got some there. So
Okay. Those are sure pretty scenery on those puzzles, though.
they sure are. And I got a frame. I want to frame the one that I ordered from you. Hi, Mary.
Oh, Mary Webb. Hello, Mary Webb.
Also, when we went to Lancaster, it's called Amish Country, PA, and they have a tabernacle experience where you can go in and they show you like how the actual tabernacles in the old Jewish days were built. So it
Huh?
was like a reenactment. It was really fun.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I did make it, Sheryl, and I think I've got about an inch left over. Time I get it put together, because that's all there was.
You just planned that, right?
I think time I get it put together, I think there's just enough, maybe this much extra.
Perfect.
Oh, J. Mary went to bed when it was raining today. She's in Arkansas too, in Fort Smith area. Let's see, and I see Rhonda. Did I see Rhonda in here? Our big quilt quest. I think I missed her. And I'm going to do that part when y'all ain't looking so I don't mess it up in front of you. Y'all that sew binding ends together, you know what I'm talking about. You have to think what you're doing sometimes, or they'll be all twisted.
Mm.
You know how when you got somebody watching you, you mess everything up. Y'all know that.
Gotta concentrate.
Mm-hmm. Nancy, are you laughing? See, y'all are laughing at me, but it's the honest truth. It's true.
Yeah.
And I need to go get a ruler so I can measure it and cut it. But it's so close. Sheryl, it's so close now. I ought to just put it in the box and Sheryl, you can finish this part. That's it. That's what I'll do.
Didn't she pay you extra for that?
Well, okay. All right.
I'm getting her, Sheryl.
No, I can't do it in my sleep. I can do it, but every once in a while I mess up and have to rip it out and flip one another different direction.
Hmm. Sue asked what you're having for dinner.
What am I having for supper? I thought out some hamburger meat, so what should I make with it? Hadn't really got a plan, but I do have it thought out.
I would say meatloaf.
Mm-hmm. And that'd make good leftovers for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And Rhonda got my granddaughter's quilt done. Only the label left if I could pick my grandmother name. Dear Rhonda, she can't decide what she wants to be called. She don't know what wants her grandmother name to be.
Oh, I already have mine picked out.
she's got one little teeny tiny granddaughter. So.
Oh, I'm not ready to be a grandma, but I have my name picked out.
What are you going to be called?
Lammy.
Lammy. Okay. Did you hear that, Rhonda? Misha wants to be called Lammy.
No, glammy, like glamorous, glammy.
Okay. I misunderstood. Glammy. Okay. I misunderstood. Okay. My grandsons call me Mimi, but the little girls, just call me Grandma.
Oh, I like Mimi.
But since my little granddaughter's name was Millie, her parents thought it sounded too much like Mimi and Millie was too close to sounded the same. So they didn't want her to call me Mimi. So.
Okay.
And let's see, Toodle. Hello, Toodles. Sue canned 5 pints of banana peppers today.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm going to rib Sheryl again. I haven't done anything today because Sheryl demanded so much attention.
Oh boy, she's trying to get more money out of you, sir.
Hey, I've got another one over on the quilt machine back here that's Sheryl's. Oh. And Toodles, that she just went to a family reunion this week. And Let me think. Was it Kentucky or Ohio? It was someplace. I haven't been no place.
I've been a lot of places this year. Didn't plan on it, but it just came up, so I went.
Mm-hmm. Hamburger with chili powder, onion, potatoes, carrots, peas, and tomato sauce. That don't sound bad. With all the meat and vegetables in it. I sure wish I was there. We would have so much fun. Yeah, I'd make you sew this, Sheryl.
You better watch out what you're getting into, Sheryl.
I would have so much for you to do. You'd be ready to go home. Or maybe I know what I could do. I could just sew and then somebody else wash the dishes and cook and do all that old stuff that I don't like to do. London, Kentucky was the reunion. Did you have a big crowd? Lots of family there, Toodle? Oh, you'll be right here? If you're going to be right here, I better get up and clean up my mess before anybody comes. I can't have company because I've got too much of a mess every place. Sounds like a hamburger pot pie without the crust.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Oh. Just can and mix all kinds of banana peppers, add onion, garlic, etc., and kind of make them like bread and butter pickles. Misha, they just do all kinds of things here, these ladies. They're all so talented on everything.
Well, you do a lot of canning yourself.
Well, when I have to.
I know. I tried it a couple years and I was like, wow, this is a lot of work.
It is. It's a lot of work. Hello, Joy T. And let's see, Cheryl's 5 hours away. Oh, 5 hours I've got time to clean. But then if I do that, I won't get my nap, Sheryl.
Hi, Mona.
Hello, Mona. And hello, Tammy. And Kathy. Hello, Kathy. She's home and resting. She's so tired. Did you see Kathy went from Georgia to Utah? Was gone. Her husband was a truck driver and went to pick up a car, so they was on the road a lot of days. But they're back home now. And I'm hot. I didn't turn the little air on up here today. Now it's starting to get steamy after that rain. Now it's quit raining. It's just steaming up, it feels like.
Yep, it's going to get hot again.
Mm-hmm. Now, hello, Susan Munger. Sheryl needed all these uplifting chuckles today. Just needed me to give you a hard time, Sheryl. Did I get a lot of rain? Last time I asked Terry a little while ago, he said it was a little over an inch. So we'll take it.
Yeah.
Maybe an inch and a quarter, and then it rained a little bit more. So. J. Mary's wearing a sweater. J. Mary, I'm not cold. I'm just kind of steamy right now.
My pastor and his dad, they plant soybeans. They have a farm. So he said we could really use the rain this week. So it looks like we're going to get some.
Okay.
They used to do corn, but it just doesn't pay much anymore. So. See, Susan. Hi, Mona.
How Mona did what? That was too funny this morning on Lisa's channel. Well, I missed it. So what did y'all do on Lisa's channel? I must have been in bed. You know, it's early.
Susan and I live in Kansas right now. But I'm from PA.
And the binding is on Sheryl's quilt, the one we call the Milky Way. They were doing trivia questions. I like trivia questions. Don't you like to do trivia questions?
Yeah, I do.
Hollywood Squares trivia. This quilt is Sheryl, so it's not mine. It's going to go back to her. Start her way tomorrow. Oh, Mona didn't know any answers. I tell you, I'm about to fall asleep.
Nap time for you. Gotta get us some strength for dinner.
Oh, it's 3:30. Well, I'd have to start the meatloaf here pretty quick to get it baked, get it done, to not eat supper real late.
Yeah, you can nap while it's in the oven.
That's true. That would work too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Kim, the only reason soybeans are higher is because soy has been added to everything. I have a soy allergy, so you know. I bet that's true. And they use soy in animal feed and everything, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think it's very good for us as humans.
I don't think so either. Mm-mm. And that's what's in the vegetable oils and everything, isn't it? Soy.
I've switched to mostly coconut and olive oil.
Mm-hmm. Another hurricane coming next Thursday. And Susan's in Florida, so that's. And is Debbie gone, or is it still raining over there on the eastern part of the United States? Still raining, probably. Is Debbie still going up the East Coast?
My mom said it tapered off last night because she's in PA, so they have been getting it up the coast there too. But for her, it finished out last night.
I use olive oil and good old butter. I use a little bit of everything. It just depends on what's handy and what I grab at the time.
Use ghee.
I have ghee. I have some, and I use some of it.
I bought some, but I haven't used it, so I'm just like, I don't know what to use it in first.
But you can get it hotter than you can butter. And so butter, everything is better with butter. Kim, olive and coconut and real butter, milk and cream. Jane said Debbie's gone, but we're getting normal dog day weather, lots of rain.
Well, Miss Rita, I'm not going to stay up here too long. I just wanted to come up since you asked me to.
I know, and I'm glad you did. I enjoy visiting with you. You make your giggle. I don't know if you'll call it a giggle, but you just make me smile. So you make me happy.
You do too. I love you.
I love you too. So I I think I'll get off here too and go to the other house and take a nap. Seriously, I'm serious. Oh.
Get that meatloaf in first.
Well, I won't promise that. I'm feeling lazy, so I may not get it in first.
Okay.
Hey, I can make little bitty ones. They would they would bake faster too.
Yeah, or in muffin tins. I've seen them do that.
Yeah.
Down in the middle.
Yeah. Y'all say bye to Misha. You come back and visit with me again soon, though, okay?
Miss Rita, have a good evening.
Okay, you too. Bye
bye. Everyone.
All right, guys, I'm going to sign off too and go take me a nap. If I want to come back tonight, I've got to take a nap or I'll fall asleep. Did y'all see last night, though? I stayed on last night till I finished the binding on that sampler quilt, though, but I got it done. So bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by for a short visit with us, and we'll meet again soon.